Hi, everybody. It's Tarina. How are you guys today? It is Friday. Are you so excited it's Friday? Because I'm excited it's Friday. If you don't see that little red light right there, that means you are on the replay. And I have a fun project for you guys today. I actually got inspiration from another designer. I saw it and I'm like, oh, that's really cute. I need to do that. Um, I have my board and base. You guys, I did this what a couple weeks ago. This cute board and base right here. But I have another piece of acrylic, and so I wanted to show you. I don't want to get rid of this yet. I have a couple of different bases. I just have to find. I'm looking around my room, going, "Where's my other base?" I know I have another base. So this is the board and base that I made a couple weeks ago. It's in like my springtime decor in my living room, and so I wanted to just show you another option for it. Let me just do that. And I don't know what is up with my Facebook. I hope you guys, if you guys can see me, please let me know. Please let me know that you can see me because I don't know what's going on my. I don't know if it's my iPad. I don't know. Oh, there! It all of a sudden popped up. It just all of a sudden popped up, you guys. I don't. It's telling you. Facebook is something else. Hi, Miss Victoria. Hi, Jen. How are you guys? I do apologize. I want to apologize to you guys. I have had a migraine all week long, and I haven't had a migraine like this in a long time. So I just don't know if it's the weather or allergies or what is going on. Okay, good. Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate that because Facebook, up until just a second, my Facebook on my iPad was not popping up. It says check page status. I don't get it. Anyway, neither here nor there. I do want to apologize though, you guys. So I had to take a few days off and I did post some other videos. So you guys, because we're getting ready, I'm so excited. This is my second favorite time of the year. This is, thank you so much, Victoria. I'm getting into the summer season with 4th of July and Memorial Day. I love decorating for American holidays. And for all of my Canadian friends, you guys have your Canada Day on July 1st. And so I'm sure you guys feel very patriotic as well. You could take any of what I do and switch it into a Canadian theme as well for all my Canadians. So, anyway, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I did grab another piece of acrylic. This is the 5.5 by 7.5 piece of acrylic. It's a little bit bigger. We do have a smaller one. They're for different things, but this is the 5.5 by 7.5. And it's actually what comes with this. So if you remember when I did this, it came with the black chalkboard and an acrylic in this transfer. So if you already have this set, you'll actually have this piece. All you have to do is erase it, and we're going to do something similar. Okay. Um, so let's see. Um, yeah. See, it's like thoughts go right out of my head when I have a migraine. Anyway, so I just appreciate you guys being here. It is Friday. I'm really excited about the weekend. So let me go here. Oh, also, we were doing some yard work and I pulled my back. So I was feeling my age this week. Let's see. Oh, why am I all crooked? There we go. Anyway, so I thought I would do another acrylic piece. Let me see. Might need for it to be on here so it'll show up a little better. You can't really see that. This is a new acrylic piece, but we're going to do Snoopy. You guys, if you guys don't know this, I love Snoopy. I am a Disney gal, but I'm telling you, I grew up with Snoopy and all the gang. But we're going to also use Puppy Love. So this is Peanuts Snoopy. It's a very traditional Snoopy that you see him laying on the top of his doghouse. And then I want to take these cute little clouds and also add those into our thing. So this is called Puppy Love and this is called Snoopy. So we're going to put that to the side. When you get, there are acrylic refills that you can grab on the site. If you want the project info, just put Snoopy in the comments and I can get that info to you. But we're going to peel up. I'm going to peel this up. And then we're also going to peel the backside. So there is a protector on both sides. So you can see it's kind of frosty right here. And when you pull it up, it's nice and clear. Look at that. Another reason why I need that on that white so you guys can see it. And I do apologize for the glare, but that comes with the territory. All right. So I did grab a bunch of colors. We're going to be very traditional. Snoopy, we're going to do black, red, and white. But then I also grabbed some greens. This is my wild lime. You guys know I love wild lime and meadow. And again, like I said, I did get inspiration from another designer. I just thought it was the cutest little thing. And I thought I could put this in the playroom. I decorate the playroom for the kids. And I want to say boys, but we have a girl. So I have to keep reminding myself, don't always say boys. When you raise 4 boys and you have 5 grandsons, it's hard to not that it's hard to remember Oakland, our granddaughter, but it's hard to remember to say the kids or the grandkids because I'm so used to saying the boys. But I like decorating the playroom for the kids. It's a very fun room, and I thought this would be really cute to put on one of the shelves. And again, if you guys can sprinkle out, I would really appreciate it. We're working hard. We're really getting close. I don't know if you know this, Facebook a couple weeks back actually took a lot of followers off of our, like most business pages saw like a 50 follower loss. And they're probably bots, but still, it's like, oh gosh. So we're working really hard to get back up. And so anytime you guys share, I'm going to be sending out some happy mail. So I'm just going to put this on the front of my piece of acrylic. Hi, Jen. How are you, friend? And then we're going to grab a mini squeegee and we are going to just use black. Just use black. And then we're just going to squeegee over. And then now with Facebook deleting our lives, like this only stays on for 30 days. It's kind of crazy. So we've had to kind of pivot, and now I'm doing a lot of videos. So if you ever see one of my videos, if you don't mind like liking or sharing, I'm going to pull this up. I didn't get his nose very good. Oh my gosh. That's really cute. I could leave that just like that, and it's so cute. It really is. I'm gonna put that to the side. We can wash that up later. Let me just dry this real quick. Dry. This year, my heat tool is just terrible. First, like I think it's on its last leg. It really is. Okay, so we're gonna fill in this little area right here. I'm gonna do those 2 little guys right there. Some chalk paste. I like that we can use multiple transfers to bring an idea together. Look how cute that is. There's a glare. I'm so sorry, you guys. Look at that. Let me dry that. You guys, listen to that. It's terrible. It just sounds terrible. Not much I can do. I love my heat tool. Just put this guy right there. This little tiny cloud. Pull that up. Look at that. That's really cute. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on the backer sheet and we can wash this up later. To be Snoopy and just hang out and watch the clouds. Look how cute that is. He really is adorable. Hi, Penny. How are you? Thanks so much for being here, guys. Okay, I want to make sure when we're doing what we're going to be doing next is that it is completely dry. Okay, flip him over. So if it's not completely dry, make sure you wait until it is, because you're going to flip it over and now we're going to paint on the back side. And so we're going to use red and white. To do this. Can we grab some brushes out? I just washed all my brushes. So I gotta find my thin brushes that I like to use. There's one. And then there's another one. Sorry, talking to myself. I probably should have gotten everything out before I started my live. I do apologize. Oh yeah, that's my flatter one. Okay, because I'm like, I like this one, but it's kind of like, this is old. After they get used a lot, they start fanning out. And not that you can't use it, but if you're trying to get fine details and stuff, it'll kind of mess up. All right, so let's start with the white. We'll go top to bottom. Let me wipe that up. I just made a mess. When you're not using your chalk paste, make sure you put the lid on it. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in the lid because it does help to thin down your paste a little bit. And I use the lid as my palette. And we're just gonna fill in. Just paint in on the back side. I feel like I'm Bob Ross right now. Just painting the little happy clouds in the sky. Using my best Bob Ross voice. Am I just aging myself? Look how cute that is. I hope that even shows up. Look how cute that is. Now we might have to go back over these and make it a little darker, and that's okay. filling in. It's very therapeutic. I can see why my mom liked to paint. All right, so now we're gonna paint in Snoopy here. Sorry, you guys, if there's a glare. I do apologize. Let me see if I can get rid of that glare. Going back this way. Thanks, Penny. I'm doing much better today. Like I said, I've had a migraine for like 3 days. It's been awful. And I don't know what it is. They always start when I'm sleeping, which is the weirdest thing. Okay, just filling in. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? Anything fun? We're planning a wedding, so the wedding's in 2 months. So we're trying to nail down all the last minute things. All right. Let's see. We're going to flip this over. We are going to go back over those real quick. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. Hi, Mary Jo. How are you? I think, our weather here has played a big part in how I've been feeling. One day it's warm, next day it's cold, it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain this weekend. Not that we don't have April showers. I think that's where the whole rhyme comes from. April showers bring May flowers, which, totally understandable. But causes like high pressure and okay. Somebody asked me where I get my paintbrushes. I get them wherever. I think I may have gotten this particular one at Dollar Tree. Not even joking. I don't use expensive brushes because I am not an artist. I am a craft painter. Okay. My mother, on the other hand, she was an artist and she definitely spent some money on her brushes. I always compare it to like a hairdresser who buys those, we look at those teeny baby little scissors that they buy and you're like, "Oh my gosh, those are hundreds of dollars for those teeny baby scissors." But they're very, very good. And I remember my mother buying really expensive brushes because they were really good. Not me. Dollar Tree's good. just fine for what I need. Chalk does have some, but they're not super small. There's just a large brush and like a medium small brush. Okay, let me see. I think I still have like some areas. Now I'm just kind of dabbing in, get some areas covered. Okay, let me turn it. Oh, I got a little spot right here. I just want it to be nice and dark white. Mm. And this is where you can see, well, did I get it all the way up to the line? I did not. So I'm going to turn this over so I can see it a little better and kind of come all the way to the line. It's hard when you're trying to do a live and see where everything is, but we can always add more. We could always take away. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's much better. Oh, his feet. Let's get his feet. I think a little bit on his booty. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? Really cute. I have that inked peanuts on canvas sneakers. It was Julie Van Acker on our team. She did it. They were so cute. Julie's been doing a lot of peanuts on different things. And I do want to get his nose, but I want to do it black. So let me grab another little baby brush. I don't know that I have a tiny baby brush. This is kind of flimsy. Oh, it'll work. Okay, that down. Now we're gonna do red. Yeah, Julie did the cutest things. She's done a couple t-shirts now. She did a really cute bag. I love that bag. I need to find out where she got that bag. And we're just using candy apple, but use whatever color red you've got. Let me turn him. I don't want to go up and down. I want to go side to side and go with the lines on his doghouse. Yeah, everything everybody's been making with the Snoopy stuff has been so cute. It's like now I want to go find a pair of canvas sneakers to make. This is relatively easy. It's just painting in the lines, like you're coloring a coloring book. And make sure that if you're gonna do another layer, make sure that the first layer is dry so that I found that if you try to paste over wet paste, it'll pull the bottom layer up. Thank you, Victoria. Do I know the date? It's not coming through. Second Tiffany launch. I think it's next month. I think it is May. I'll ask today. I'll ask and get a date for you. But I know Tiffany has some stuff coming in June. We have preview of what's coming for fall. Let me turn this over and see what it looks like. See, I don't like the lines, so we're going to fill that in. I want it more solid. You're very welcome. Yeah, when we're in Kansas City for ChalkCon, if you guys, I mean, I know a lot of you are designers that are on here, but if you're not a designer, ChalkCon is our annual convention, and this year we're going to Kansas City. And that's where we will have we're going to have yeah, our launch. Well, we get the preview of the launch. And that's our annual convention. I don't want to see any of the black lines through the paste. I'm just making sure that it's dark enough to cover those black lines. Okay. I'm going to get around his ear a little bit more. There we go. One more space. Let's get this. I'm always so fearful of going over the lines that sometimes I don't go all the way up to the line, but this is such a great way to color in. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? It looks pretty good. Let me clean up the lines on the side a little bit. On this side. Oh, that looks better. That's really cute. Okay. I'm not going to fuss with it anymore. No more fussing. I know. I wish everybody could go. Well, I'm glad that you can see me live. That would be great if they did Vegas. They did Vegas for leadership one year. Vegas is actually kind of expensive as far as their facilities are concerned, but flights or for us to drive is easy. I honestly wish they would just do Salt Lake because that's where the headquarters of Chalk is. Okay, I'm gonna let this kind of dry. We're gonna set that to the side. Now, on the bottom of my base of the board and base is oh, you know what? I forget. I digress. I totally forgot something I was gonna do. Guys, I am getting chalk everywhere. What the crap? Okay. We're gonna try this again. I got the green out and I forgot I got the green out. But we are going to be making a bow in a minute, so just FYI. Okay, but I did want to check where this is going to sit. San Diego would be fun, but as Californians, we're so expensive. I think I need to add one more. I need to extend that black line down just a little bit, and then add some more red on the back. Okay. While we're adding to the front, let's add some green grass. So I'm going to take my wild lime. Yeah, honestly, it's the facilities that are always so stinking expensive. So I'm just adding blades of grass. I guess I should really check how far this is going to go in. Yeah, that's not tall enough. Finish. I'm going to finish, and then I add more. Just coming from the like the wedding industry, you guys, it's crazy how much the facilities will charge to have any type of event, be it a wedding or convention, whatever. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, let's draw that. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in Palm Springs. It is so hot in Palm Springs. Goodness. We used to come and spend some time with my dad. He had a timeshare out in Palm Springs. And of course, we would go in the summertime because that's when the kids had off school, right? And so we it was nasty hot out there in summertime. But golfing was cheap. My husband liked to go golf with my dad because instead of being like $200 or whatever, it was like $50 to go golf. You had to go at the crack of dawn. I even think Arizona. Well, actually, you know what? We went to Texas one time for ChalkCon, and it was not very expensive. We were in Dallas, and it was rather nice actually. There, I just gave it some length. So now let's add some green on the back. And I'll wash that off. We're going to grab the meadow and do the same. Thank you. Thank you guys. I thought what would be really cool, for those that are familiar with California, San Diego, I thought that Coronado, the Del Coronado would be so fun. If you've never been to Coronado, that Del Coronado is actually just so gorgeous. Mhm. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Yeah, the problem is people coming into San Diego. San Diego is not a cheap place to fly into, and it's not a huge airport. And so people could, but Orange County is not too bad, although it's a smaller airport. But we have so many airports in California. We did have a leadership in Irvine once. That's dry. Ooh, ow. That didn't hurt me. That just bumped my table. Okay, let's add some more green. Bless you. Yeah, Costa Mesa, Irvine area is really pretty, but it was pricey. I think everywhere's pricey. You know what I mean? It's just it is what it is. But like I said, I think Salt Lake is such a great place. We could totally do Salt Lake. I would love it if we went to Salt Lake. Our very first ChalkCon was at Salt Lake. That was great. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, for us in California, like I think Salt Lake is easy to drive to from like places like Kansas. We used to have to drive. Um, I'm just trying to give it a little more dimension. Looks like Charlie Brown needs to mow his lawn. Okay, that's cute. All right, let's see. What do you think? Do I need more grass? It's like enough. I think that's cute. That's going to sit just right. Have a great weekend, Penny. Salt Lake's not too bad. Like I really like Salt Lake, and like I said, we've had several conferences in Salt Lake, the Salt Lake area. They weren't terrible. Oh, thanks. I think it is super stinking cute. Put my lid on. Okay, so I just want to make a little messy bow, not a big one, because I gotta have a bow. So I just got some not big ribbons. I got and something else, you guys. When I do ribbons, a lot of times I try to do in odd numbers, sometimes evens. It just depends. But 5, 7, 9 will generally, well, and actually 5, 7, 8 is generally what I will have. How many ribbons I will have. Um, and then I think I'll go about three-fourths of the width of the width. So this is 5.5 inches. So maybe like 4 inches wide on the ribbons. I'm just guesstimating. And you want two of each design. This is just from my ribbon wall, just my stash. And you always want to cut your ribbons just a little bit longer than what you're going to need it to be, how big you're going to need it to be, because you want to be able to trim it. You want to be able to either dovetail or angle your ends to make them pretty and shorten it however long you want. So just try. Just try to guesstimate what you want. I've had some of these ribbons for so long. Probably like I buy them in like these big, huge rolls. I don't even know how many yards this is, but there's a lot. I've had these and I use them. Oh, 200 yards. 200 yards. I got them. May Arts is one of my favorite ribbon companies. They just have some really fun ribbons. I've had some of these ribbons for 13, 15 something years before I lived in this house. And I was talking to one of my boys yesterday. I think we've been in this house for 13 years now. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to crisscross stack all the ribbons, and then you want to alternate like the colors. Hmm, that's kind of big. Let's see. Let's try it this way. And we'll do this, and then the red or the black. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. So then I'm going to take a chenille stick. You can use, mm, no, I don't want that. I want to do some twine. Trying to keep it in that crisscross pattern. Okay. And we're going to double knot it and then tie a bow. And then you're going to kind of floof it out. Now, I already have this on this one side, so I'm going to flip it over and I'll put a little bit of hot glue on there, and that way it'll attach. But I'll trim this up. I'll trim this up once I have this in here. And I think it's so cute. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? All right, let me go here. Hello, friends. Hi. Okay, so let's, and then I will take a picture, but that's such a cute little thing right there. That'll be really cute. What do you guys think? Ah, put Snoopy in the comments if you want the project info. I think it is cute. Really cute. All right, that's it for me today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on. I have some videos posting next week for you guys. I'll be live, and I'll let you guys know which days I'll be live next week. But I do have some fun patriotic videos going to be posting for you next week. Some fun projects. I hope you guys have a great weekend. This has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.